This is Nicholas Irachi, the Home Source Guy, president and owner of Source Development, Inc., a residential and commercial construction company in Garnerville, New York, and this is how to spread grout. Well, on our model, I've installed 4 pieces of tile. I've made sure that they're secure, they're level, there's no voids under the thin set, and I'm ready to, I've also cleaned the joints out, made sure that there's no debris, no thin set pouring through the joints, and that I'm ready to mix and apply grout. I'm going to start off by using a sanded form of grout because our particular joint is over 1/8 of an inch. So you need that bondability as it gets wider. I'm going to pour a little grout into our container. I'm going to take some water and I'm going to mix it up pretty slowly. I don't want to over mix it. I want it to get to the right consistency, which is like peanut butter almost. Nice. So I've got an even mix. I'm ready to apply. Take some grout. And when I apply the grout, I'm going to go diagonally between the joints, and at the same time I'm going to push into the joints and fill them up. I'm going to go across, and fill them up as I need them. Across. Now if you're doing a big area and it's hot out, or it's it's just one single person, you're new to this process, you really don't want to do too much of an area at once. It's going to set up, especially with the additives and stuff inside the grout, and you definitely want to make sure that your grout has some form of additive in it. If it doesn't, you have to add it. But you want to make sure that you don't do too big of an area, too large of an area where it gets affected. So once I'm done scraping, taking most of the residual grout off, I've made sure that the voids are pretty even. I'm going to wait for that to set up. So I've allowed the grout to set up a little bit, but we have to take it off. We don't want to leave it on, because if you leave it on too long, it'll really give you a hard time. So I'm going to take my sponge, it's a grout sponge. I'm going to use a minimal amount of water, not really overly wet, and I'm going to go diagonally across the tiles. And again, I'm going to try to leave as much filled in the void without affecting it. So even if you don't get your tile clear of the residue, you can go back over it and clean it off afterwards until you get to a point where it's going to dry and there's going to be a little haze on it. After that's done, you're going to take a dry rag and just go over it and wipe off the haze. And that's how to spread grout. This is the Home Source Guy helping you build a better life, and we'll see you next time.